Hey Tamara, just looking at your response to the question about the concert tickets. Okay, this is where you get to see one of my infamous graphs. And so I get to put this up on the screen and get it oriented properly. Okay, so you can see here's the market for concert tickets. And you'll see we have demand and supply, right? And if the price is set at $40, which you said is a binding ceiling, and that was correct, what we'd see is we'd see demand would be huge, right? We demand concert tickets all the way out there at QD, but the supply of concerts would be restricted, right? So there's a lot more people who'd want to go to those concerts at that particular price than there are performers willing to produce concerts at that price. And the result is we'd see a shortage in the marketplace. And you're right, we'd see long lines. And one of the other interesting things we'll see, and we often see in events like these that are in high demand, is we see a secondary market sort of come into play. All right, and that's where you get ticket brokers and you get scalpers and all those other things because there's a lot more people who wanted to attend that concert who didn't get to because of the price ceiling. One of the things that a free market does is a free market really works as a price system. It allows us to assure that the people who want to buy a particular good at the market price can, and it allocates the goods to the people who are willing to pay that much. So it's worth it to those people to buy it. The ones who can't afford it won't buy it. In this case, where you put a price ceiling in, we don't get an efficient allocation of those goods, and so there's people who are willing to pay $40 who were shut out and weren't able to buy at that price. Unlike an equilibrium, where say the equilibrium price would have been $60, right? And there's people that weren't willing to pay that much, and that's okay. They didn't buy tickets, and the people who are willing to pay $60 or more were able to buy the tickets. So that's what happens when you put ceiling in. You get all these people that are shut out that wanted to buy tickets, and so you get this extra pent-up demand that exists in a secondary market. Will emerge, and we see that a lot with concert tickets and those types of things. So your answer was pretty much right on. The little thing you have to be a little careful and watch for is you said that demand would increase. Sometimes we need to be careful when we say that because really all we're doing is we're moving along the demand curve because as the price falls below the equilibrium, more people are willing to buy at that low price. Those are just a subtle things because sometimes we say demand increase, we're talking about an actual shift in demand where demand would shift to the right, and that's not the case with the ceiling. We're just essentially it's a function of moving along the demand curve because the price has fallen, been held down at a lower price, so more people are willing to buy at that lower price than there would be willing to buy, say, at a market price of $60. So, anyways, good job, and we'll talk to you later.